Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe, and welcome to the 1709th edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni. And of course, that would be me. Good evening, traders. To you traders out there that don't know who I am, I have been analyzing and trading markets, started down on the trading floor in 1982, and I've been doing this my entire life. It feels like since I'm a child. This is what I do. This is who I am. This is it every day of my life. And if you'd like to join me and spend your life with me, come on down to my free live trading room at livewithoscar.com. Hang out with me all day and night, the European session, the Asian session, the American session, you name it, we're there. Let's move forward. As you know, this is a very risky game. You should never trade any market, stock, commodity, ETF, I don't care what it is. You shouldn't trade without risk capital to lose. Never trade without stops. Put your stops in first. And never trade alone. Come join me. I am here to help you. livewithoscar.com. Now, what is on this board? Once again, we have to clap for it because it just stays solid green day after day. Another green OMNI. Even the S&P, NASDAQ, Parker Hannifin, and something new I'm throwing in there. OSTK, Overstock. Wait until you see that. Wait until you hear about it. If you guys have been watching the news, exciting stuff. I'll get to it in just a moment. Even the S&P and NASDAQ, still green OMNI. Looks fantastic. Can't wait to show you the chart on that, although it doesn't look much different than yesterday's, but it still looks nice. Gold remains in an Oscarism known as an F flag, and you'll see that, which is bullish, at least for one more day tomorrow. And Parker Hannifin nearing the OMNI 200 target, and OMNI's targets are raising now above 200. So we got you cats in at around the 193 area, and we're trading at 200. Go, OMNI, go, right? Great trade. And I will bring you now Overstock, OSTK. Overstock goes crypto. Now, imagine this. This is a company that competes with Amazon, that does quite well, is a retail online seller, basically a baby Amazon, but not quite a baby. It's got a lot of money, but it's like Amazon. Guess what the owner is about to do? Patrick Byrne is looking to sell off, or is considering selling off, the entire retail side of Overstock to do what? Become a cryptocurrency company and work with blockchain. This is huge. Their stock is moving up. They did a $250 million ICO today. Initial coin offering. Have you ever even heard of those yet? I've been watching others do them. I am amazed at this. I've got to get involved somehow. Do you guys want to buy OMNI coins? I'm going to do an ICO, sell you some OMNI coins. We'll figure out their worth one day like everything else going on. So, believe it or not, Overstock is basically considering selling itself off to run its cryptocurrency / blockchain organization. Wow. So the chart's starting to go crazy. Crypto's starting to go crazy. They did their ICO and it was well received today. Well received. So imagine that. ICO, initial coin offering, Bitcoin offerings from companies. So Overstock.com is looking to go crypto, and I love the chart, and I'm going to show that to you. Traders, if you like what you are about to see in this chart segment, and if you would like to study with me for just about a week here, 4 full days and nights here in Las Vegas, it's called OMNI Camp. Come join me. There are only 5 of you that ever get invited. I keep this very small and intimate. If 5 of you students want to come learn from me, it's called OMNI Camp. Fill out your applications at livewithoscar.com. I've already got 2. There are 3 seats left. And to the traders who sent me the application yesterday, to that trader, I will call you personally tomorrow, I promise. I got your name. I got everything. I just like to collect a few before I call them back. So I promise you'll hear from me tomorrow, those who submitted their OMNI Camp applications for today. All right, traders, so for trading tomorrow on Tuesday, it's going to get interesting. With no further ado, is it Tuesday tomorrow? Let's go. I saw you looking at your watch. I'm going, oh no, is it Wednesday? Let's go. Look at some charts. Okay, traders, once again, the E-mini S&P daily bar. You know the routine if you've been watching my videos. We were inside trading inside of this wonderful channel for a long time. broke out above it, came to test it, tested it again, and took off into a new channel. At that point, it hit the 2650 Omni target for the year, and is now starting to head towards the 2727 secondary Omni target for 2017. Amazing it got to 2650, double amazing it's about to kiss the 2727. Just amazing. We are bullish. We're buying dips in the emini S&P. And gold. I showed you the gold chart yesterday. I told you we were buyers of gold. Gold hit where we wanted to buy it. Took off for $10. A great trade. Thank you, Omni. And that's what happened to gold today. And we will be buying dips. That's the infamous F flag. It's an Oscarism. And it's my creation, if you will. I've studied it for many years. And we usually stay inside of this flag for quite some time. And then when it breaks, you get F'd. Hence the F flag. But we're not looking to get F'd yet. We'll see what happens. Move along. I showed you the euro currency chart in last night's video. And I said, look, it's below the Omni. It's inside of this. I mean, of course, it's a possible bull flag. But for now, we're just going to call it a downward sloping channel because we're kind of in the middle of the flag, right? So even if it was a bull flag, you don't react unless you're here or here. So you can I could just take my Omni trade in the middle of the flag. So we took the Omni trade to go short on Monday. It rallied right up just about at the high. It stopped us out, went all the way back down to break even, but we were stopped out already. Sorry, cats. Stop was too small. I apologize. I'll be more careful with tomorrow's trade. So the only trade that did not work out for us on Monday was the euro, and it actually came back to break even where we got in, but we got stopped right at the high, right up there. My bad, kids. Let's move along. Parker Hannafin showed this to you yesterday, and I said, look, I don't know exactly what to call it. It's a little ugly, but that's a flag and bullish looking to me. And here is where that flag was when I showed it to you yesterday. And this is what happened today. How about that, huh? Isn't that just fantastic? Isn't that exactly how it's supposed to go? So it takes off, and it's all the way here. The 200 mark is just here. It's going to go over 205. We've got great, great targets. So far, so good. You got to love what we've seen in PH. Thank you, Omni, for that. And here it is, traders. Look at Overstock. Look at this chart. They did an ICO today and got this out of it. But this all happened leading up to the ICO. But the important thing is the ICO was well received. And the company is now being looked at as a crypto company, which should just continue higher, right? We will be buying dips. Here's a little story if you just want to read it. Very quick blurb of what's going on. Check it out right there. I like Overstock, but we will be buying a pullback. We're not just going to jump in and buy it up here. It needs to pull back a little bit before I want to do anything. That's Overstock.com. Traders, come on down to livewithoscar.com and hang out with me in my live trading room, and I'll show you where we're going to trade. Overstock.com. So, traders, you've seen the charts. You see the crypto stuff, right? I told you we are going to really immerse ourselves in crypto this year. I'm already finding the stocks that are going in the right direction with crypto. You know I love the futures. I'm all over the Bitcoin. We're watching it on CBOE and CME. Next year, we're going to be all over that too. If you are into crypto, you hang out with me. Speaking of which, I get a phone call from a buddy in New York City today, and he says, hey, there's some crackpot downtown, and he's selling Bitcoins on the street, and people were buying them. They were Chuck E. Cheese tokens. Who would buy a Bitcoin anyway? There isn't a such thing. You can't hold one. Could you imagine some idiot? There was a guy selling Chuck E. Cheese tokens, and people were buying them as Bitcoin. Now, how misinformed do you need to be to expect to have a Bitcoin in the palm of your hand? I mean, come on! Isn't anyone paying attention out there? New York City, I know you're a little quicker than that. Don't buy Chuck E. Cheese Bitcoins. Buy Oscar coins. They're coming out soon. Omni coins, I promise you. I want to do my own ICO now that I see it works. Someone give me an idea. How can we do an ICO? We can make almost anything crypto now, right? So, I don't know. You want to do an ICO on cardboard? Hey, wait a minute. I'll make my Bitcoins cardboard. I'll sell them in New York City and see if I can get people to buy my cardboard Bitcoins. It's getting crazy out there. Now, I do expect there's going to be all kinds of scams, and you've been hearing me say this. It's going to get ugly, so be careful what you do in these cryptocurrencies. But Patrick Byrne, way to jump out there and see the future. You got to love the president of Overstock. What a smart move so far. We'll see where it goes. Traders, join me at livewithoscar.com. Join me in my free live trading room. Keep your emotions out of trading. It's very difficult to do, but once that bell rings and the phones are ringing and everyone's going nuts, try this. Say this to yourselves every morning, every afternoon, every evening, and you know what that is. Stops are in. That's right. Emotions are out. Rock and roll. livewithoscar.com. I will see you there. Fill out your OMNI applications. Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided.